Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to do something that is genuinely useful for anyone working in IT, cybersecurity, or identity management. We are going to integrate Okta, which is an identity platform used by thousands of organizations worldwide with Splunk, which is also the most popular SIEM tool in the industry. By the end of this video, you will understand what is IAM and why Okta is such a big deal, what Splunk does, and most importantly, you will see how the configuration is done practically as well. So let us talk about IAM first. So as you can see on the screen, so there are three pillars of IAM, and the most important part in IAM is right people, right resource at the right time and for the right reason. So right people should get access to the right resources at the right time for the right reason. So the first pillar is authentication. In authentication, we talk about who are you. So whenever there is authentication has to be done, we talk about username and password, multi-factor authentication and fingerprint. By this, you get access to the system. Only access, not authorization. So the next step is authorization. So authorization means what can you do? So it talks about roles and permission, group memberships and access policies. And the next part is auditing. So once you get the authorization done, the next pillar is auditing. So auditing talk about what did you do. So every action will be logged in, who did it, what did it, and when it happened, everything will be logged in. It will have a complete audit trail. Okay, so let's take an example. So Sarah's first day as a software engineer. So what she will do is, first thing she will do is she will do authentication. Sarah opens her laptop, enters her password and approves the multi-factor push. Then she gets the access to the GitHub, Slack, Dev, AWS granted, payroll system access will be denied. So she will be having a limited access. Only the apps which is relevant to her, those access will be granted to her, but payroll system access is not required for her, then the access will be denied for that. Then the auditing part, every action will be logged in and timestamps will be taken, IP addresses will be taken, from which devices it was logged in, the device fingerprints will be taken, and the outcome, what was the outcome of those actions will be taken. So that is how the three pillars of IAM works. So the next part is why 18,000 plus organization use Okta. One login, any app, secure by design. Okay. So without Okta, there will be a password chaos, right? So once, like we take an example of Sarah. So Sarah needs to use Salesforce, Slack, Zoom, AWS, GitHub, and Microsoft. So what will happen is she will have to log into every application separately. As you can see, you need to log into AWS, GitHub, Microsoft, Salesforce, Slack, and Zoom as well. So there will be a lot of problem. Reuse password everywhere, help desk ticket, and weak passwords. 10 applications will have a 10 password and constant friction as well. Once you integrate Okta, what is going to happen is user is going to log into Okta, and from Okta they will be getting access to the Salesforce, Slack, GitHub, AWS, and any application that they want. So what it solve? One password, multi-factor authentication everywhere, audit ready. So that is the benefit of using Okta. Okay. So what Okta deliver? It has more capabilities, not only SSO, but it has a single sign-on that we have seen, multi-factor authentication, lifecycle management, adaptive access, and 7,000 plus more integration. And the most important part is it is 99% uptime. That is the enterprise reliable. Okay. So let us see how the application looks like. So this is the Okta application that I have. You can see on my screen. Okay. Currently, I'm going to use this user to log in. So let us see the login flow. I'll just open my incognito mode. I'll just copy the URL and paste it. I'll make sure to remove this admin part, which is not needed for me. And I will hit enter. Then I will use my email. Then I will enter my OTP from the Okta Verify app. This is the multi-factor push. Then I have to enter my password. Now this is called an authentication process. Okay. This process is, once I am having this application, you can see this application has been authorized to me. So this is the only application I can use. I cannot use any other application. I can go to the admin dashboard now. I will show you how many applications are there. So this is the complete list of applications we have, but this particular user, as we are seeing, can only access this application. So this is called as authorization. And every action that has been taken by this user can be seen in the reports, system logs. So all these actions can be seen. As you can see, testing Splunk, this is the target user, access token was granted, tried to access the Okta dashboard, the app instance and everything. Every action is recorded. Okay. So coming to the part of Splunk, let us talk about why Splunk. Okay. So why Splunk is the industry standard? So it is going to collect every log. So this is the data sources, that is the value is that is will be delivered. So let us talk about the Okta events. So what Splunk does it ingests any format, any volume. It has an index, that is a fast search at the scale. No matter which log you throw at it, it will generate it, it will store it, and we can just search through it. It has a SPL query language as well. Okay, search query language that we call it. So we can use it, and these are the all the logs can be ingested, and all the logs can be gone into dashboard alerts and investigation and compliance report as well. Okay, so generally what Okta does is Okta stores log for 90 days. Okay, but this particular Splunk tool can store logs for a forever as well. It can be for 5 years, it can be for 10 years as well. And why organization choose Splunk is because it is the number one leader in the market. It has a powerful search as well. It ingests anything that you throw at it, like JSON, XML, text, any format it works. It has an app ecosystem of more than 2000 plus apps, and it can scale with you, like TBs of data can be stored, and it has a security focused as well. Pre-built detections and SOC workflows are there as well. So that is why this particular platform is being used by the industries. Now let us deep dive into the practical how we can actually configure Okta to work with the Splunk. The first and most important thing over here is you need to go to the security and you need to generate the API. There are two ways by which you can do it. So the first one is you can do it through the event hook. Second is you can do with the APIs as well. Okay. So now we are going to do with the API. Okay. So first thing first, we need to create an API in the Okta API token. Then we need to add an index into Splunk. Then we need to configure. Okay. So the best part is, as we mentioned, Splunk has more than 2000 plus already integrations. Okay. So Okta integration automatically happens. You don't need to do anything. So let us go ahead and deep dive into practical session. So now first thing I will do is I'll go to the tokens and I will create a token. I have already created. If you want, you can create separately and make sure you copy it and save it somewhere, as I have already saved. Okay. Once the token is generated, you need to go to the Splunk. First thing you need to do is go to the settings, indexes, and here you need to add your index. So I'll just name it Splunk Okta, and we need to keep it events and then save. Once you are done with that, next step is installing the application. So the Splunk add-on for Okta Identity Cloud, in my system it's already installed. In your system you need to install it. So to install it, you need to click on find more apps and simply you can search for Okta. Now In my case, the open app option is showing up. In your case, it will be install, just like this one. Once you click on install, it will prompt you to enter your username and password that you have created on splunk.com that you need to enter. And the installation process will take hardly 2 minutes. Once it is done, you need to click on open app. First thing you need to do is you need to add your Okta account here. So you need to click on add. I will name this account as Okta Splunk. I'll keep basic authentication. Now you need to enter the domain name. You just need to copy the domain, paste it, and make sure you remove the admin. Then you need to paste your token. In my case, this is the token. I will just add it. Once it is done, the next part is you need to create an input point, manage your data inputs, and you need to create a new input. Here you can name again anything you want. I will just name it Okta Splunk. And interval you need to keep it for 60 seconds. So every 60 seconds it will check for new logs. Here you need to select the index that you have created. In our case, we have created Splunk Okta. Then we need to select the Okta account that we have created and logs. Here I am selecting the date. It is 16th of April because I want the log for last 7 days as well. I can just click on add now. Once you are done with this, you can go to the search and you can just enter your query over here, or also you can go to the search and reporting, and here also you can enter your query. So I'll just enter one query that I've already copied. You can pretty much enter anything you want. So this is the query. Here I will make sure that I select the correct index. So we have used the Splunk Okta index. This is the one that we have used, and I will click on search. Now it is not showing me any result. Let's wait for next 60 seconds because the time it will because this is the new configuration, it will take around 60 seconds. Let's wait for 60 seconds and the data will be loaded over here. So now you will ask the question that okay, we can see everything in the reports, system logs, then what is the need of using Splunk? As I've already mentioned, the first and most important part is Okta only stores logs for 90 days. What if for audit purpose you need to see the logs more than 90 days? Then this particular log will be stored in in the Splunk for as long as you want. It can be 5 years, it can be forever as well. That is the most important part. Second part is the correlations. Okay, so the correlation we will see once the logs are generated. Let me check if it is generated. Still it's not showing any logs. Let me make it to the last 7 days. It will show definitely. It's not like it's not going to show. It will show. I have created some alerts as well. Let me check with the alerts as well. As you can see, these are the alerts that I've created previously. Let me open this one and let me check the results. Yes. So now what I meant by the correlation over here. So as you can see, there are 22 failed attempts for this particular email ID, that actor ID, and the attack has been done from 2 IP address. So this is the brute force attack that was done, and we are checking this brute force attack. Now you can see the correlation means that attack can be seen over here, the 2 IP address, okay, invalid credential, locked account, and I will also change the index over here again, and we will do the researching. Still we are not seeing any result, but definitely the result will come. Okay, so we will again go to the alerts and I can just view the results. So the correlation part that I was telling, okay, totally 22 attempts were done, and these attempts were done at a different time as well. As you can see, first attempt was done on the 26/04/22, and the last attempt was done on 2026/04/24. Okay, So whatever number of attack has happened with this particular IP address, all are shown over here. Okay, so that is the important part that happens in the Splunk, which doesn't happen in the Okta itself. Okay, that is all about today's session. If you have any queries, any